and welcome to the Agent Arcade and Toolhouse Hackathon. I'm going to cover the basics of setting up an agent on Toolhouse and Agent Arcade just to get you guys started, and I'm excited to see what kind of ideas you come up with and what you're going to build. So, when you start out, you'll need two accounts. You'll need an Agent Arcade account and then also a Toolhouse account. I'm going to show you how to get both of those. So, for Agent Arcade, go to agentarcade.net. And if you're not logged in, you'll get a login box up here. And then you can log in either using your Google account or your Microsoft account. Or you can register to create a new account if that's what you want to do, which gives you a nice form there. Once you've registered, one other thing you'll want to do is immediately after registering, it'll ask you for your display name. So put in something nice there because it's actually used throughout the system so that people can chat with you and get in touch with you. So once you've got all that set up, go ahead and DM me. In the profile, there's a link here with your profile link. DM me on Discord with that link, and also if you have a preference on the agency name, and I'll go make sure your account is activated in the system and that you also are configured for an agency, because you'll need an agency to set up a agent in the system. So once you've got your Agent Arcade account, the other thing you'll need is a Toolhouse account if you don't already have one. That's easy. Toolhouse.ai. You can click the sign up link here, and that will take you to a sign up form. And you should also get some free credits as part of your sign up for Toolhouse, some execution credits on the platform. So once you're all signed up for that, you'll have, and you've pinged me and I've provisioned your agency, you're going to have an agency link here in Agent Arcade. When you click that, you'll want to set up your agency. You'll go ahead and edit that. You can set a name if you like. You can upload a logo for your agency. And then also you can add a markdown description for your agency. And this is what's shown if somebody goes and looks at your agency page. So that's basically all the things that you should have up and going before the hackathon. And once you've got all that set, then you're ready for the hackathon itself. So as the hackathon is happening, you're probably going to start with creating your agent in Toolhouse and testing it out there, and then publishing it on Agent Arcade. So I'll walk you through creating an agent and then publishing it on Agent Arcade. We're going to look at an agent that I've published already on the platform, which provides surf reports. So you'll use Agent Studio and Toolhouse to create your agent. You might want to set bundles. I find I get better results if I set a specific bundle of tools, but you can also just leave it the default. The key things you'll be editing here is your prompt. So you'll put in here the instructions for the agent in the prompt. And there's two important things in here. There's going to be two things that Agent Arcade is going to pass to the agent, which is a message, which is going to be the message from the system, and then the current date variable. So make sure you have message and current_date set as variables in your prompt. And then you can test out your prompt. Once you're happy with how it's working here, you'll need to go grab the ID up here under agents. So that's part of the URL on here, and that's going to be used for provisioning the agent in Agent Arcade. So we've got that working in Toolhouse, and let's go set it up in Agent Arcade. So you'll go into your agency page, you'll go to Add Agent, and you'll get this form here. And I'm going to show you an agent that's already set up so that we can walk through all the fields that you'll set. Continuing with our surf agent, you're going to be in here. You'll set a name for it. Description can be marked down so that it'll format nicely. Intro text, you're going to want to put whatever you want to prompt the user for as the start of the conversation. So typically this is system instructions for, the agent will ask the user provide a location or provide some specific information. You'll set your Toolhouse API key. You'll set protocol to Toolhouse agent. Endpoint will be the Toolhouse API endpoint. And then this extra data field, this is where you're going to put in that chat ID. That URL that we grabbed earlier with the UUID, you'll pop that in there. So chat ID with a colon. And when you initially do this, leave it unpublished because now we're going to go and test this agent. And so once you've got all of that done, you'll hit Save Changes. You'll be dropped onto this admin page, and you'll use an admin hire button here to set a contract. When you click this button, it'll give you an automatic free contract to the agent. I think I already have a contract here. Yep. But you'll see this page, and you can add it to a new chat. And then this is where you can test your agent. And so I'm just, the UI is basically a chat UI. User puts in messages, and then this goes and calls Toolhouse on the back end and provides you the results. Well, it looked like it looked up surf anyway. So once you're happy that it's working here, then you can go back to the admin page for it. And again, to get to that, you can go to Agency, and you can find your thing again. You hit Edit, and you'll go to the admin page. You'll see agent log. So if your agent's not working, you can see log messages here, and it'll indicate why it's not working. And if you're happy with how it's working, you'll want to do two things now. You'll go into Edit Agent, and you'll go ahead and set that to Published. And then you will add some contracts. So contracts, you put a description in the contract. You might put something like $2 for a week, whatever you want to set for a contract here. Pick the currency. If you just want people to be able to use the agent for free, you set free here. Or you can charge people credits. So credits are about 25 cents each, or US dollars. Credits are good for, if it's less than $5 that you want to charge for it, use credits. If it's more than $5, use dollars. And then you can set a duration, hours or days. So if you want to set this to a month, you could set this to 30 days, and then you click Add, and it's going to show up here. And then once you have contracts set up, then this will show up in the agent list. So now if you go to the main agent list, here it is. And it'll be available for people to hire. There'll be a hire button here. One other thing you'll want to do that's interesting here, if you go back to your conversation that you were having, if you go to Workspaces, you'll see your most recent conversation. And as the creator of this agent, you can have a conversation with the agent and then provide it as a sample so that other people who are looking to hire the agent can see an example of the interaction. So you just click this Make Sample Chat button. And then that will become a sample chat. And what does that mean? That means that when somebody goes to look at that agent and they're considering whether to hire it or not, they'll be able to actually go and see example chats for that agent. So once you're all happy, you've got it all set up, you've got your contract set up, and you've got a few sample chats in there. Then what you want to do is you want to go ahead and ping me on Discord so that I can go review and approve the agent, and also you can go submit your entry via the instructions for the hackathon. And we are excited to judge it and check out what you built. One other thing I want to note before we wrap up, there is support for any of this information that you want to review or need help with. There's a support button in the UI. If you go there, there's actually a Toolhouse Agents Guide. So if you click on that, you're going to get all the instructions that we just covered with setting up the Toolhouse agent present there, along with a video. So hopefully that'll provide everything you need to get going with this hackathon. If you have any questions, we're going to keep some office hours during the hackathon. And then also I'm always available on Discord. Just at me to get my attention with any questions you have. And I'm happy to jump on a video call and help you with publishing your agent. All right. I'm super excited to see what you build, and have fun on the hackathon.